Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a first time subscriber, thank you very much. I really appreciate you being here and do well to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, I really do appreciate you. Thank you for coming back. You're my real G. So thank you. We'll be talking on another topic today. This is another episode on Life Talks, and we'll be discussing grief. This is a very sensitive topic, and I think over time we we just we feel like it's not something we should talk about, and people just go on and they keep experiencing it and they don't even know how to go about it. And that's why I'm here to help us understand what grief is. So as usual, while studying, I jotted some things down to help it easier for us. So I'll be talking about what grief is. Grief is a natural emotional response to loss, be it the loss of a loved one or something significant, right? It is, I'm sure most persons have had their own fair share of life dealing with them and the aspect of losing someone. So, for the sake of this video, we'll be talking about the loss of a loved one. Yeah. So, sit tight and do well to pay attention. All right. So, the thing is, grief is not a bad thing. So we ought to feel and let ourselves process these emotions when we lost someone. We ought to let that. It's not a crime to grieve someone. It's not a bad thing. So it's necessary for us to let the emotions to play naturally, so we can just feel better. And because if we keep holding this feeling, you keep stalling, and honestly we will not be able to move past that. So while studying, I wrote down some things, and this is about personalized experience. So every person grieves differently. There's no one way to how each person should react to grief. Truth is, I've had my own fair share. I've lost two important people, and it's not something I wish on the next person. I remember after I lost my mom, I lost her, and this is supposed to be like the 13th year since I lost her. I remember after how many years later, about 7 years after, I would stay, and I had a roommate then in school, and my friend would be like, why are you still crying? Because when I start feeling the emotions, I try to stay on my own and then cry it out and all that. So my friend at the time will be like, why are you still crying about this? And I thought it has been like years. And my response is usually, you would not understand, right? Until you are in that position. Now, this is not me wishing her evil. This is my best friend, right? But the message I was trying to pass to her was that, except you experience grief, except you experience the loss of a loved one, you I don't think you're in the best position to tell somebody that is grieving someone that you understand, because you don't. Honestly, for some persons it's like a bad dream. It's a bad dream. You want to wake up from it, but you can't. You can't wake up from it. For some persons, they just feel this anger. They feel like everything begins to irritate them. They feel like life has no meaning, and they feel stuck. When you're locked in a room and there's no way to come out. For some persons, it feels that way, as if they're in a box, in a tight corner, and there's no way out. So there's no personalized way. And the honest truth is, there's no time frame. There's no time frame to this thing. There's no one way you should feel. There's no time frame to it. It's okay to mourn for a year. It's okay to mourn for 6 months. It's okay to mourn for 10 years. Come on, I still stay, and I remember my mom and my younger brother. Yes, I've had my share, and honestly, as someone that has been in that position, I don't wish it for anybody. And I'm here to say, and that's the honest truth. For the two persons I lost, the emotions were entirely different. Entirely different. For my mom, it was, it was as if I wasn't angry, but it was me trying to bargain. Yes, I was trying to see how to salvage the situation and see if there was something else we could do to like just take back the hands of time and just. And then for my brother, it was, would I say depression, honestly, because it was unexpected. So there's no one way to how people should grieve. There's no time frame, right? So that's on personalized experience. And we have common emotions associated with grief. We have shock, you know, the realization you did not expect it. You're in shock. There's sadness, there's fear, there's anger, there's disbelief, there's guilt, and there's denial. These emotions are all associated with grief. And we have stages of grief. Please do well to take note that there is no particular order to how these stages should come. Some persons might feel anger. Some persons, I came across a video of online and people were bashing a particular celebrity that she just buried her dad and they were like, why is she going for a party the next day? And I'm like, just let people grieve the way they know best how to, right? Let them grieve how they know, like how they want to grieve. You can't tell somebody because of your own experience, you're trying to project your own experience on them. It doesn't work that way. As a matter of fact, maybe that's a way of running away from the emotion. That's a way of distracting herself. Maybe she even came into acceptance on time that, okay, you know what, this is it, it has happened, and there's nothing I can do to get it. And I'm like, people that have not been in positions like this are quick to give out judgment. And up until you're in that position, honestly speaking, you do not have a right to tell people how to grieve, right? So we have stages of grief. We have the denial stage. It is difficulty in accepting the reality of such loss. You're in denial. You don't want to accept that this has happened. For me, it happened. I did not want to accept it. At some point, I just wanted to be like, okay, can this just be a prank? Can it be a bad dream that I just wake up from? I was living in denial, right? And the next stage is anger. You're feeling angry towards this person. It happens to you. It might sound crazy. Why would you be angry at the dead? But it happens because you'll be like, you question the whole thing, especially when the person probably went to a place that you know they ought not to have gone to, and you're angry and like, why did this person go there? If you did not go, you would have not died. It comes in different stages, right? And then we have the depression. I felt this. I was depressed. It is, I was overwhelmed with sadness and hopelessness. I was when I lost these people, I understood what hopelessness was. Because you know that moment where you've tried everything and it doesn't work. I was literally depressed. I was depressed. It took the grace of God for me to come out of it. There's acceptance, and that's the last part of. I think that's where everybody get, and that's the funny thing, right? There's no, it's not in a particular order. Somebody can just be in that stage of denial and the next thing they've accepted it and they just move. Why some persons go through the stage, the denial, when they now finally realize that, oh, this is happening, they are angry. From anger, they are depressed, they isolate themselves and stuff like that. All of this, right? Their stages. And for some persons, it's easier for them to just move from denial to acceptance. While for some persons, they have to go through the process. And it doesn't make them less. It doesn't make them weak. It doesn't make you that went from denial to acceptance a strong person. It doesn't. It doesn't change anything. It's just our own personalized experience, right? So we'll be looking at coping with grief. How when life comes to us with these challenges, these things that we cannot change, how do we cope with them? I remember when I lost In short, when I lost both my mom and my brother, after I lost my mom, we had to start going to a family friend's house to go and spend time with the children to get us distracted. And then when I lost my brother, I was already grown. I was in school, and I was looking for a coping mechanism, how to run away, like how to get away from that. I had to start visiting friends. I had to start, for someone like me that likes staying alone, I had to start visiting friends because I realized I was depressed and I knew that I couldn't keep going that way. So, coping mechanism, seek support on my list here. Says connect with friends, family, or support group to share your feelings and receive support. Honestly, as little as it might sound, it helps talking about how you feel, especially when you're grieving the loss of someone. It helps to talk about it. And for me, it doesn't take away the whole pain, but at least for the moment, right? At least for the moment, it usually helps. The next is allow yourself to feel. The honest truth is, if you don't let yourself, you can't even cheat life. If you don't let yourself feel the emotions and let it process naturally, it's going to keep altering your process. You can't run away from it. You would always experience it. So I advise whenever somebody close to me loses someone, I advise just cry it out. Allow yourself to feel this thing. Allow yourself to process these emotions and heal from them. If not, it will keep interfering with your life, with your process, and we don't want to keep feeling stuck and all that. The next is practice self-care. Honestly, it's good to do things that makes you happy. So when you are mourning the loss of a loved one, go out, go for fun things. Just make yourself happy, buy new things. This helps in overcoming this emotion, right? There's Be patient with yourself. I remember when I lost my mom and my brother. I just I couldn't wait to get out of the feeling because it was driving me crazy. I did not I felt like I was in a dark place and I couldn't just wait to get out of myself, like get out of that place. I really wanted to just run away from it. But if you're not patient with yourself, you just keep running in circles. You keep running. So I had to tell myself, you know what? Let yourself feel this thing. Be patient with it and give it time. Consciously work on it, like the part where you seek support, part where you do self-care, the part where you do all of that fun stuff. While you're doing all of that, don't do all of this to run away from it. Do it to be patient with yourself. Like let all these things be a part of giving yourself time. And over time, you would be able to get to the point of accepting that you know what, this has happened and there's nothing I can do about it. These are the things that we have no control over. So it has happened, we mourn them, we still love them, and we move past it. You don't even necessarily move past it, you just keep moving with the world because honestly, those people wouldn't want you to push your life. If they had a way of communicating with you, they would want you to be happy, they would want you to go out, they want you to not pause your life and don't make anything out of it. I feel like the best we can do for our loved ones is to get back into the world and make them proud. I feel like that's the best way, honestly speaking, right? I know sometimes I think of my mom and then it feels like my world just shuts down. I think of my brother and it feels like everything is going blank. One of the things I tell myself, you know what, do things that these people, if they were alive, they would have been happy seeing you do it, right? They would have been happy to see you do it. Do things that if they were alive, they would have been happy to see you do it. Let it be your way of showing that you really care about them. Let it be your way. Gather the strength. It's not easy. Nobody said it's easy. It's not easy. It is not easy to get over the loss of a loved one. It is not. But the best you can do for them is to pick yourself back up and to keep moving. And then I had the last on my list, consider professional help. While doing all these things, meet a therapist, someone that can help you, someone that is a professional that has been trained in this field. Get professional help. That would help, right? So the thing is, I would recap. Loss has no the trying to grieve someone has no time frame, and there's no personalized experience. Let's allow people grieve the way they know how to, and let's give them time. Let's give them time to grieve, and let's allow them to do it their way, right? So I do hope that we we are kind enough to ourselves to know that as much as this thing has happened, we still have life to live. That's our way of making them proud. So this is me letting you know that I know you've lost someone. I know you're in pain. I know life feels dark for you. I know nothing makes sense. I know nobody understands you. I understand you. I know you feel hopeless. I know you're feeling depressed. I know you are angry at everything and everybody. You are angry at every single thing. You are angry at God if possible. I understand you. I've been there. You question everything. I've been there. I did. I questioned everything. But I'm letting you know that just give it time and be kind to yourself. You are going to get over it and you'll be happy that you did. So thank you very much for watching this. I really, really do hope that this would help you. I love you. This is me sending hugs to everyone going through the loss of a loved one. I wish that you find the strength to move and be happy again. Bye. Thank you very much. See you in my next video. And please don't forget to like, share, comment, and turn on post notification. Don't forget to subscribe.